Okay, welcome to this chilly, cloudy day, but not indoors. So just find your comfortable seat now. That tall posture. Grounding into your sits bones. Finding length in your spine without straining. You're just pulling up inward. All the way to the crown of your head. Little tuck of the chin. Softening of any tension, any areas that are tense. Maybe take a little movement there if you need to. A little scan of your body as always to just check in, see how you're feeling. Letting go your day, your busyness. Your worries. Any judgments about your yoga practice, just set those aside too. Just stay with your body today, paying attention. This is the whole point of our practice, is to just take everything inward, paying attention to you. Softening of the face, maybe even a little bit of a smile if that feels okay to you. Let that jaw relax, the eyelids be heavy. Take a couple big breaths now, just a nice bigger breath. Big breath out. Just go ahead and sigh that out. You can open your eyes, soft gaze, arms out to the side, palms up, and we'll just go ahead and take some centering breaths here. Those arms go up about shoulder height, and then the palms come down. Nice and slow, a little longer with your exhale as you come down. Another inhale. All right, a little shrug of your shoulders. Go ahead and open your eyes. And here at center, let's just take our chin toward our chest and take it to one side. Let's begin with a little circling, more like the face of a clock. A little exploration of your neck. Just go within your range of motion, of course. If anything hurts, just back off of that. Make it just a side-to-side movement. You don't need to go back far at all. Let's take one more around here. Back up to center. You can sit on something. I might just switch to a blanket here, something a little lower. We'll just do a little circling of our hips, our pelvis. So again, comfortable seat. Let's just start here. We'll just start with some cat-cow, seated cat-cow. And just kind of move those elbows back as you come into that forward cow position and a little squeeze of those shoulder blades together. And then that tuck of the chin, rounding back of your spine as you arch into that cat. And come to center, and we'll just do a little side to side here. Follow one elbow and then follow the other. So moving from your waist here. So we'll just finding our pelvic mobility here. So important as we age with our breath, opening up our chest so we can get that much needed life force of oxygen to center. A little shrug here maybe, and then we'll just take it forward and then take it to the side. So we're going to find our circle. This is where we're going to circle. Connecting with the breath. Take it one more time around here. To center. We're going to go the other way and just switch here a little bit. One shoulder across and then forward and take that shoulder across. Just kind of switch it up a little bit. Still finding that circling movement. Okay, last time around. And back to center. Okay, let's take one into the mat. Long reach here. Reach here. Maybe bend the bottom elbow a little bit. Find that lean. And we'll take it to the other side. Rather than collapsing, finding length and then a little lean. You're going to take that lean and then kind of rolling that shoulder forward, reaching over your thighs, opening, closing here. Take it to the other side, just warming up the upper back, the shoulders. We'll take it one more time to that other side as we reach, and then we're just going to take that arc up. And take ourselves into a bit of a twist there. Full breath. Easy on the neck here. You move your head forward and back a couple of times. So rather squeezing the shoulder blades together rather than just bringing that chin around. And then we're going to go to the other side here. So reaching across. And then that arm goes up and back into that arc. And we'll find that twist on the other side. Maybe just loosen up here. Rather than just diving in and trying to make muscles do what they maybe not want to do right at that second, just find a way to ease into a this back and forth movement, little articulation. Let's take it to the other side and take it to the other side. And back to center. We'll take those arms out now. Maybe gaze up. Put your palms together and hands down to your heart. We'll turn here, little turn out, pressing those palms together. And then we'll just clasp those hands, take them forward, just rounding. Palms are facing you, rounding that upper back, not the lower back necessarily. Then inhale, take it up. Exhale, bring it down, and bring those palms back. Now find your other cross here. Press your palms away if that feels good. This is a different stretch, obviously. And come up, big inhale. And exhale. Let's just keep one elbow bent. And let the other elbow drop as you keep your hands crossed. So this is sort of a modified, I would say, cow face pose. And don't take it as deep as that. It's too tight for you. Let's take it up. And then drop to the other side. And you can also adjust your palms there. So one side may be more comfortable here. It is for me. Nice big breaths here. And then reach the arms up again. And float them down. And take some rolls of your shoulders. Maybe a little bit bigger rolls. And then a little forward. Just kind of do this movement just a little bit. And then hands to your hips, maybe. Maybe a little butterfly with your elbows. And then maybe hands in your back pockets. Go ahead and release, come forward now. If you need to lengthen out your legs, go ahead and do that. Take a little forward bend. Doesn't have to be deep. You can be just way up high, but just let things relieve. Release, let the pelvic tilt be there. Let your head just relax. Try not to create tension there. And we're just going to walk over to one side here. Whatever's comfortable for you. Over just to one side, across your thigh, or behind it a little bit, maybe. Walk the other way. So always take deep breaths here when you find that place where you want to take the foot. Back to center. All right, I'm going to just move my blanket here. I think we'll just go ahead and come to hands and knees to start with, and then make sure your toes are at the back of the mat. And just roll back into child's pose. And always, you know, the hands stacked, hands forehead on the block or your forehead on the floor. Arms can be alongside your body too. So settle into this first big forward bend here. Gonna see how your back feels. Maybe a little cranky today. Come up to all fours. And we'll take a cat cow here. Now we'll take some circles. Gonna do this circling thing again here. You can take it big, you can take it small. Go as far as over your shoulders, your wrists there. Reverse that circle. Let's rest back in child's pose for a moment. I'm going to just connect again so I don't lose you. All righty, back to child's pose. Come up to all fours. Those joints are stacked. Let's just take some spinal balance here. So opposite. One more round here, we'll take it, and we'll take that little tuck, elbow towards your knee. Reach out, lengthen. We'll do that one more time. Back to center, switch to your other side. You have thrown in an extra one there. Back to all fours. Just sit back on your knees and roll out your wrists now. Maybe clasp them behind and just take that opposite stretch here. All right. Reaching forward, curl your toes. Lift your hips up and back. Or you can be in that all fours position or child's pose, walk it out here. Knees can be very soft. Go ahead and come down again to your hands and knees. Come into a cow. Lift up into that dog. Float down again to that cow. Back up to downward dog. From here, knees up. I'm going to walk my hands all the way back to my feet. They have real soft knees. If you need to go ahead and straighten up, go ahead and do that. But otherwise, just find a little ragdoll here with your knees very bent. Your belly can just rest on your thighs. And then back to center, release your hands, take a half lift, hands to your shins maybe. I don't have a block here. Exhale, hands to your hips. So we have a nice long spine here. Engage with your belly all the way up to standing, hands down to your heart. In front of you, we'll find our mountain pose. Do a little bit of balancing here with our balancing mountain. Make sure your feet are hip distance, maybe a little closer and maybe not. So it's a bit of a rocking up onto your toes. Arms are going to counterbalance. Exhale, down, and maybe, whoops, rock back. I had that ball behind me. How nice that was. And maybe rock back on your heels. Lift your toes. Well, that's a bit of a challenge, isn't it? But one more time, we'll rock back. And then as we rise up, we're going to hold this time and then find a place for your arms. Wherever you're balanced, you can take them to your heart. They don't have to be on your tippy toes, just on the balls of your feet. And go ahead and lower down. Shake things out. We're going to take our balance to one side. So just ground your weight on one leg. Have that whole leg stacked, the hip over the knee, and take your leg out to the side. Take it to the other side here. Shifting the weight. Doesn't have to be huge. Try to flex that foot so your toes are pointing forward. One more this other side. And then we're going to just take it into tree pose here. So a little more stationary. You can move your upper arms if that's okay. You can stand close to a wall, do something with your arms, or just leave them at your heart. Give you nice breaths here. Shake it out. Maybe twirl your hips here. And then let's just take the other side. Toes can even be touching the floor here. No need to do anything too outrageous. Just what feels good for your body today. So have length and strength here in your center. Exhale. Take it out, shake it out. Step a little wider on your back. I like to just do a little multi-directional movement. So I'm going to call this my sunflowers. So toes can be turned out. Just sweep your arms out and up. Float them down. Nice circle here. As you can see, we're forming our big flower. You're going to change it up. Come down, elbows to your ribs. Palms, fingers expanded. Call this whatever flower you'd like. Come all the way up. Work with the shoulders just for a bit here. And a strap if you would like. Scarf, something a little wider than shoulder width here. We're going to stand so our feet are parallel this time, but we're in a wider stance. Nice big breath. Maybe just, if you can, maybe take your arms back, squeeze the shoulder blades. Hopefully that feels good. We'll go ahead and take it up again. And exhale. Take it up. Bend into your knees now. And maybe though that strap goes behind your head. Maybe. Your palms are still facing forward. You've got that nice pull on the strap from either side. Let's take it up. Into a God's pose. And just go ahead and stay in Goddess here. We'll take a little turn to one side. Try to turn from the waist. Keep your knees over your feet. So tracking with those toes over your feet. And back to center, straighten up. Take a little break. We'll do that one more time. Bend those elbows again. Take that little tilt now to the side. And tilt. And one more time. And straighten it all up. Lengthen out. One arm reaches up. Strap goes behind. The forearm presses into the back of your head or touches the back of your head. Your bottom arm might climb up on that strap and walk your hands together, possibly for this bigger version of cow face. Find length in your whole body here again. Nice tall spine. And go ahead and release out of that. Shake it out. We'll take it up again. And we find that stretch the other direction. So the elbow bends up above. That forearm drops. Maybe it's behind your head. You can feel that. Maybe that bottom arm walks up that strap, that hand. Walks up that strap. Keep staying nice and tall. And go ahead and release the bottom arm. Shake things out, shake things out. I don't know if we'll need that strap, but leave it handy. We're going to come to the front of the mat and make our way down to the floor. We'll just take one more little check in here. Arms out now. Take that forward bend. Soft knees if you need to. Little half lift. And take it down. From here, onto the feet. We're just going to rock on back. So take your knees into your chest and we'll run side to side. We're circling. And from here, one foot goes to the floor. Other leg goes overhead. Go ahead and point your flex your foot and you can extend that other leg out. Kind of loosen up that ankle. And then bring that knee up again. We'll find a little cross. Have your foot flexed as we cross that ankle over your thigh. You can stay right here. We're in supine pigeon. Just isometrically, maybe just draw that knee away from your body. Without pressing, without pressure. That's enough sensation for you. Stay right there. If you need more sensation, go ahead and bring those knees in. Strength of your belly here. Let's take it up and down a couple of times. And then hands to the shin or the back of that thigh. And come into a bigger seated pitch or supine pigeon. And you can find movement here. Find some circling with your hips. You might find more sensation there. You can go ahead and let your hands loose. Take it to one side. So that top foot, the knee, bent knee, leg, the sole of that foot goes to the floor. And I can see, I'm just blocking my view here. So hips to the side. But I can grab the ankle here, my right leg with my left, and maybe here, find that movement of the knee going away. And my right arm maybe reaches up overhead. Big breath through that stretch. So really good for the piriformis. If you have any kind of sciatica pain, just bring everything back up to center, uncross your legs, shake things out. Then the other leg now. Well, the opposite leg comes overhead, point flex, and extend the bottom leg out just for a moment, if that's comfortable for you. And then you can bend the knee up again, flex the top foot here, and cross. So again, feel sensation. If this is enough, stay there. Stay there with your breath. Explore other options. And then you can take that final drawing in a little bit more, but keeping the spine long. Your tailbone is reaching out toward the wall in front of you. Crown of your head is reaching to the wall behind you. Little rock, a little circling. If it felt good on the other side, you can let go of those knees. Maybe drop your legs to the other side in this formation here. So the sole of my left foot goes to the floor. I can grab my right or left ankle with my right hand here and pull my knee away. Push my knee away with my own body strength. Stretch up my left arm, maybe find that diagonal stretch, a little squeezing out of things.
As you're ready, bring everything back up to center, uncross. Put your things out a little bit. Maybe press your feet into the mat, knees match, shake out your hips here a little bit. We find ourselves ready for Shavasana. So any other movement you need to take, go ahead and do that. If you're ready for Shavasana, find that particular pose for yourself. We'll let everything soften again like we did at the beginning. Soften the jaw, the face, the thoughts start running through your head. Just set them aside again. This moment, check in with your body, see how you're feeling now. Again, no judgments. The caveat of yoga is to be kind to yourself. And Shavasana as long as you need to. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for practicing.
Thank you.
Thank you.